it was hands held out on his face, and it was like low on the ground or whatever, and about 3 feet tall or something. And anyway, this kid went up to it, and he actually started gyrating in front of it, like it was like the statue was blowing him, just being a stupid kid. And he took a picture of it, or his friend did, or whatever. And then that was it. I mean, that's all it was. It was just a kid being stupid. Okay. Well, so he posted the photograph on his Facebook page. And when he did that, the police, somebody had seen it and didn't like it and reported it to the police. Police saw it, and the police arresting him because he was defacing public property or something. There's some kind of law that says you can't show some kind of sacrilegious behavior towards a sacred figure or some stupid shit like that, based on some 1800s law or something, okay, or 1700s law that no one ever enforces, unless it's a gay person, of course. Of course, if it's a gay person, they find every fucking old law they can to, hold against somebody. Anyway, so the point is, this kid is apparently going to go to jail for 2 years in prison, real prison, not just, the white collar type, camp, but a real prison where they have hardened criminals for something that he did as a teenager, a stupid prank. And whereas most people in most states and most places would just get a slap on the wrist and have to pick up some litter on the side of the road or something. Excuse me, sorry. So it's so enraging to me and ridiculous that in this day and age people are allowing this shit to happen. There's no protest, no, because it's a gay person. And if it were reversed, if it were a gay figure, sacred figure or whatever of some sort, I don't know, a gay flag or something, I don't know, and a religious person were going up to it and spitting on it or something, the same thing would not be, would be happening, or there would be no outrage at all about it. But anyway, it's just sad and ridiculous that this kid's life may have to be ruined because of something stupid. Think about the things you did as a 16, 17-year-old, and we all did stupid things as 16, 17-year-olds, I'm sure. However stupid it may have been, if it was something in that same realm, I mean, to be thrown into prison for it, think about how your life would have been different if you'd been thrown into prison at 16 or 17 instead of getting ready to go to college or whatever you did, and having to deal with that and the psychological ramifications of it. It's just really horrible. But it is not surprising to me at all. Phil Robertson, the guy from Duck Dynasty, the idiot, patriarch of that family or whatever, he recently had said, he recently had said that gays are that AIDS is God's punishment for immoral behavior, and that sorry about that. Hold on, sorry, I was doing something. He said that AIDS is God's penalty for immoral behavior. Okay, so in 2000 and what year are we in? 2014. We still have some dumb fuck who still thinks that AIDS is God's punishment for gays, quote unquote, immoral behavior, and does he not realize that everybody can get AIDS equally as easily? I mean, men, women, kids, through transfusions, and they do every day. People still get AIDS, not just through sex, not through gay sex, and the highest number of people getting AIDS these days is heterosexual women. I think I read. I'm not sure if that's true, but it was a very high number anyway, close to the same as gay men. So it isn't obviously God's punishment for being gay. I don't believe in that bullshit anyway, or sin and all that bullshit. But even if that were true, if God handed down punishments, it wouldn't certainly be that. But I think, I'll let somebody else tell you in their own words the best response to his what he said.
Yeah. In the hospital, even some of the nurses refused to come in my room.
Imogene, why don't you take that book over the counter, hon? I'll be over in just a second to write up the order. I can't believe that. I mean, if hospital people are going to act that way, how can they expect the public to behave any better?
What I want to know is how'd you guys get so smart?
Well, we read.
Oh, and I went to see Julia's and my family doctor, and he told me that you can't get AIDS from touching anybody. You can only get it from sex, blood products, and shared needles.
I mean, it just stands to reason that if AIDS was airborne, that somebody would have gotten it that way by now.
Is that the boy whose funeral you're planning?
Where'd you hear that?
Well, I just heard the rumors, but I didn't actually believe it was true. Now, I don't like to hurt anyone's feelings, but if these boys hadn't been doing what they do, they wouldn't be getting what's coming to them now.
Imogene, gays aren't the only ones getting it.
No, but they're the ones who started it.
Actually, nobody knows how it got started. Gays are just one of the first groups that showed up in.
Yes, and for a good reason. You reap what you sow, and you boys brought this on yourselves. As far as I'm concerned, this disease has one thing going for it. It's killing all the right people.
Imogene, I'm terribly sorry. I'm going to have to ask you to move your car.
Why?
Because you're leaving.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the only thing worse than all these people who've never had any morals before AIDS are all you holier-than-thou types who think you're exempt from getting it.
Well, for your information, I am exempt. I haven't lived like these people, and I don't care what you say, Julia Sugarbaker. I believe this is God's punishment for what they've done.
Oh, yeah? Then how come lesbians get it less?
That is not for me to say. I just know that these people are getting what they deserve.
Imogene, get serious. Who do you think you're talking to? I've known you for 27 years, and all I can say is, if God was giving out sexually transmitted diseases to people as a punishment for sinning, then you would be at the free clinic all the time. And so would the rest of us.
I think she makes a good point.
Oh, who cares what you think? You're not even all there.
Well, as long as we're on the subject, neither are you.
Well, you needn't look forward to any more of my business in this lifetime.
Wonderful. I'll close out your account. And another thing, my son has an A in chemistry. In fact, he's making all A's in everything, including PE.
Anyway, so that's a famous scene from Designing Women with Julia Sugarbaker on the topic of AIDS. And as she so eloquently put it, if God were handing down punishments, that we would all be subjected to AIDS as our punishment, because it's just ridiculousness. But anyway, people who think like that this day and age just are retarded, obviously. I should use that word, ridiculous. I want to talk to you quickly also about the fact that there is a show that I'm sure most of you probably have seen, but I just started watching it. I've been watching a lot of shows lately on Netflix, and just shows I hadn't seen before. I just watched, what did I watch recently? I can never remember. I watched a whole series, Oz. I just watched Oz and finished that not too long ago, the whole 5 years or 6 years or whatever. Anyway, so now I started watching Breaking Bad, excuse me. And it is so good. I've been hooked from the very beginning, very first show. So if you haven't seen Breaking Bad, definitely check it out. It's a really good show. The last thing I'm going to talk about was the fact that I got a new iPhone. Well, I haven't gotten it yet. I ordered a new iPhone, one of the big ones. The iPhone 6 Plus. Right now I have the iPhone 5S. And so I wanted it because it's bigger than my other iPhone. And a lot of iPhone users have been switching over to Android because they wanted a bigger phone, like the Android phablets or whatever they're called. It's not as big as a tablet, not as small as, it's smaller than like an iPad mini, but bigger than an iPhone, regular one. Anyway, so I had to order it. I ordered it, and it's going to take 35 to 45 days to get here. It's so ridiculous. And because I ordered the 128 gigabyte version, because I always fucking run out of goddamn space on my iPhone. It's so annoying. I mean, I like with pictures and I take, and then also video and all that stuff. It says so it's always running low, and I can't take more pictures. And so anyway, I wanted to have enough space, so I got that one. Anyway, I'll let you know how it comes out when I get it in a month or whatever the fuck it's going to be. It'll be forever. that's all I want to talk about tonight on Brain Purge. I think I'm done. I just wanted to chime in on some of the things been going on lately in the world, and now I have. So I'll be back whenever I'm back. I don't know when. I can't promise you when I'll be back, but I'll be back eventually. The show will always go on, just with longer stretches in between as I'm busy. But my work seems to always in the winter, usually around late October, November, the holidays, it slows down and gets fast again around January. So I'll probably be being more prolific during the holidays season this year. So thanks for listening to the show. And you can always email me at info@offlimitshow.com if you have a comment or question. You can also post it on Twitter or Facebook, on the Facebook page we have, or on Twitter. Tweet me, whatever you want to do. And you can always, of course, just write me a letter, which no one does anymore. So I won't even give you the address. So thanks for listening to the show, and I will be back when I'm back, and have a good night.